10 cheapest cities in the UK. When deciding where to live anywhere in the world, one of the main factors that will influence your decision is the cost of living. You certainly want to live in one of the cities with the lowest cost of living. If you're not compelled to live in a particular city, you would want to steer clear of those most expensive cities, which are oftentimes the most dangerous cities with the highest crime rates. So when it comes to living in the United Kingdom, that factor is also quite relevant. Thus, we are presenting to you in this video the 10 cheapest cities in the UK based on factors such as transport, utility bills and rent in comparison with the average salary. 10. Manchester, England. Let's begin this with the great city of Manchester. This is a lovely city with many sides and features. With all that we know about Manchester, it won't be surprising if it is among the most expensive. Despite all hype and pompousness, the city is among the places you can have considerably good savings. Based on our source, you should be able to have £1,173.71 that you can use on luxuries. That will be after you have deducted £916.36 from the average monthly salary of £2,324.11 to care for simple accommodation in the inner city, £162.30 to settle your utility bills, and £71.74 to be spent on transport, which is the second most expensive on this list. Apart from the total cost of living of £1,150.40, you will be able to care for other needs. 9. Edinburgh, Scotland. The Scottish capital of Edinburgh is among the 10 cheapest cities in the UK, and it is the first of the cities in Scotland to be found on this list. Let's make this remark before giving you figures. Capital cities and other large ones like this are not expected to be among the cheapest ones. It appears, however, that this rule is defied in Scotland. In this hilly, compact city, the average monthly salary is £2,312.50. From this amount, you will take £869.58 monthly to be spent on modest accommodation in the inner city. In such a home, you're expected to spend £146.84 on utility, and to move around, you will need £60 a month for transportation. Taking this total of £1,076.42 away from the monthly salary, you will be left with £1,236.08. 8. Birmingham, England. Now let's examine the price situation in Birmingham, one of the major cities in the West region of England with several Industrial Revolution-era landmarks. As one of the cheapest cities in the UK, living in Birmingham, you can hope to make an average of £2,285.83 monthly. However, an average accommodation in a one-bed costs £709.46 a month under normal circumstances. An average resident of this city spends about £159.41 on utility and £65 on transport pass. The total cost of living in this city is £933.87. If that is taken away from the average salary, it is possible to be left with £1,351.96 every month to care for feeding, entertainment and other necessities. 7. Southampton, England. Let us now talk about the port city of Southampton. Things are cheap in this city on England's south coast, which is home to the Sea City Museum. The average monthly salary in the naturally beautiful place in Hampshire, known for its maritime heritage and cultural highlights, is £2,350. An average Soutonian, as someone from Southampton is called, spends £729 to rent a room in the inner city. In such accommodation, the average utility bill is £137.16. Probably due to its good transport links or because of the M27 motorway, transport pass in Southampton costs an average of £55. Thus, the total cost of living in this city averages £921.16. That means you can be left with £1,428.84 every month. 6. Derby, England. Derby, a unitary authority area in Derbyshire lying on the banks of the River Derwent in the south, is also one of the places you can consider as cheap. At Derbyshire, the modest average monthly salary is £2,225. Nevertheless, you don't have a lot to spend on rent, since for just £500 you should be able to find yourself a small one-bed in the inner city. Though the average utility bill of £209.95 seems to be on the high side, this is compensated for also by the paltry sum of £56 you have to pay on transportation in a month. All that sums up to £765.95, and when subtracted from the average salary, an average Derbian has £1,459.05 every month to plan on. 5. Coventry, England. A city in the West Midlands of England on the River Sherborne, which has been a big settlement for centuries, is next on this list. We are talking about Coventry, a city with 26 twin towns and cities. An average Coventrian earns £2,250 per month. From this amount, he is expected to spend on average £550 on rent in the inner city, £180.04 on utility, and £50.90 on rent. You can see that the average cost of living totalling £780.94 in this city is cheap. Even if the monthly earnings are not so great, you can still be left with up to £1,469.06 to feed and care for other matters of life. 4. Bristol, England. The total cost of living in Bristol, which is £1,246.77, is the third highest on this list. This may be due to the high cost of accommodation in the core of the city, straddling the River Avon, which averages £998.33 for one room. The average utility bill in this most populous city in southwest England is about £174.53 monthly. In this ceremonial county and unitary authority, an average of £73.91 is enough to get you around the city in a month. When all that necessary cost is deducted from the average monthly salary of £2,874.21 in Bristol, you will be left with £1,627.44 to care for other matters of life. 3. Reading, England. We're now reading about the city of Reading, a large historic market town in Berkshire in the Thames Valley. Though a town and borough in southeast England, we're including Reading on the list of towns because, with its huge population, it is even more populous than many cities, including even Oxford, that is on this list. The average salary in the city at the confluence of the rivers Thames and Kennet is a whopping £3,010.76, second on this list only to Oxford's average salary. Accommodation in Reading is also the third most expensive here at £996.51. Utility in the town gulps £172.72 on average. Thanks to the Great Western Main Line Railway and the M4 motorway, transport is as cheap as £60 per month here. Therefore, the total average cost of living is £1,229.23. This, minus the average salary, will give you £1,781.53. 2. Glasgow, Scotland. This is the second Scottish city on this list. Again, Glasgow beats many critics by comfortably securing a place on this list of the 10 cheapest cities in the UK. Imagine the city which is the most populous in Scotland and the fourth most populous in the UK finding itself in the second position. In this only city having an underground railway station and home to major businesses in the country as a financial hub, you can earn as much as £2,805.67 a month. It is the second city on this list where you'll pay the lowest utility bills at £141.90. Add that to the transport pass of just £65 per month, you'll be spending an average total of £983.82 as the cost of living. That being so, you will still have an average of £1,821.85 monthly to spend on other matters if you're living in Glasgow. 1. Oxford, England. Oxford is the cheapest city in the UK based on this list. In this city with a world-renowned prestigious university, it is ironic that it is where you can have the highest average salary and the highest amount of money after taking care of your expenses crucial for daily living, apart from feeding. Unlike other cities where the presence of expats and foreign students often results in a hike in the cost of living, things are cheap in this city in central southern England, the city of dreaming spires, according to poet Matthew Arnold. It also thrives in manufacturing, publishing and information technology in addition to the university. That is why you can earn as much as £3,566.67 monthly. Only £1,300 will be spent on accommodation despite the high demand for it, and utility bills and transport will each cost an average of £143.51 and £60 respectively, taking the total cost of living to £1,503.51. And if you do the math, you'll be left with £2,063.16 if the sum is taken away. The factors considered before deciding the cheapest cities in the UK obviously excludes the cost of feeding. What do you think about these cities and how cheap they are? Please let's hear from you. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment and turn on the notification bell. This is Learning Canteen.